Welcome to my Barlates Body Blitz workout of squat challenge. For today's workout, you don't need any equipment at all. If you're working out on a hard floor and want to wear shoes, you can do so. So what we're going to do today is approximately 10 minutes of pure squats. So we're going to do all sorts of variations, try and keep the pace quite fast so that our heart rate is up and we're burning fat as well. And we're only going to stop when our lower body is absolutely screaming for mercy. Okay, so let's get started. I want you to get into a plie position and just start a small pulse up and down, getting those legs nice and warm. So you want to have a nice wide stance in all of these squats so that your knees are not jutting out over your toes. Keep your back nice and straight and tall and keep your feet angled out for this one. So once we start this pulse, we're going to start moving from side to side with a curtsy lunge behind. So you can start to keep it quite shallow to begin with, and then we're going to pick it up as we get warmer. So go down and behind, down and behind. So you can see I'm keeping it quite shallow. I'm just squatting down with my feet continue to be turned out, and I'm trying to sink quite low in the middle, keeping my legs wide and behind. So as you get warmed up, try and get a little bit lower. You're trying to get your back knee as close to the ground as you can, but keep a really nice upright posture here, behind. So you can start to feel your heart rate rising, start to get a little bit of a breath going here. Just go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay in that position and just down and up. So your front leg is turned out and your back leg is also turned out towards the back. So you're doing a curtsy and down and up. Just pulsing, trying to get down lower if you can in the back there. Tall posture, your upper body's really relaxed throughout this whole workout. Burning out those legs. Just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, just 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back in that wide plie and faster pulses. Tiny little pulses. Keeping your legs turned out. Try and think even of pushing your pelvis forward so that you're pushing your thighs towards the back. That's going to open up through your inner thigh as well. So you should feel them engaging. And pulse fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slow it down and we're going to start lifting a toe on each side. Toe, toe. You might need to come in a bit closer depending on what's comfortable for you. So by lifting that toe, you're including your thigh muscles near the front of your knee, and you're just getting a wider range of motion, and you're transferring that weight onto the supporting leg, which is the flat-footed leg, a little bit more. So it's kind of a variation of a single leg squat. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, just 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back to that curtsy side to side. Just a few, and then we're going to curtsy pulse on that other side. So down, behind, down, behind. If this ever starts getting too easy for you, you can hold on to hand weights here to increase the intensity. Just go for 3, 2, 1. Now back over to the other side and down into that curtsy pulse. Down and up. Remembering your nice tall posture here. Nice relaxed neckline, not hunching your shoulders up to your ears, and pulsing down. Down. Again, just feeling the burn in that back leg. And you'll be feeling your front leg too. Try to keep your weight balance in between your front and your back leg. Just pulsing nicely, getting your breath back, but feeling that burn. Go lower if you can. Just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back into that plie. we're going to go wide to narrow, side to side. So you're pivoting out your toe and then bring your feet parallel in the narrow, down and up. Now as you start to get warmer with this, if you want to bring your arms down and try to touch the ground in the middle of the wide. So as close as you can get. You might not be able to get all the way down there. Side. Stay low when you bring your legs together. So you're still doing a little pulse in the middle there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay close and switch your feet. So you're in a low position here, trying to keep your bum facing down towards the floor, trying to get your legs to 90 degrees and switching out through your feet. You can hinge forward from the waist here, trying to keep your weight over your toes. Down, down. So every time you lift it here, you're pulsing down, down, making sure that you're bending your legs enough to really feel that burn in the front of your thigh. Really pulsing it out. Deep breaths. Only 6 minutes to go. Pulse, pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now turn sideways. Well, I'm going to turn sideways, you don't need to. And pulse with your hands on the ground. So you're just lightly resting your weight on your hands to help you balance, sticking your hips out towards the back and pulsing. The majority of the weight is in your heels. Pulsing your butt down. Really should be feeling the burn now, especially on those inner thighs. Really try and get close to the ground. I know you're probably starting to really feel this, but the last few exercises is what counts. So really just concentrate on what you want to achieve and just keep pushing through. If you need to take a tiny break or if you want to slow it down a little bit, you can. Just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now walk your hands slightly further in front so it's more like a down dog, and we're going to bring our knees down and back up. Touch and up. Touch and up. Keep your back flat here. Don't round or curve your back. Try and keep it flat. Equally distribute your weight between your hands and your feet. And as you come up, try and get your heels back onto the ground. So this is a little bit of a break. It's a bit easier. Down and up. So you're bringing your knees towards the middle and then straightening back into parallel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now one knee at a time. So you're touching into the middle with that knee and you're switching it up. And you're pressing down each time. Press, press. Try to actually touch that knee to the ground, but if you can't, it's fine. I'm actually jumping my feet slightly here to help me pivot. Pressing it down. Keep your back flat. Keep your neck long. Don't hunch your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into that down dog position, and we're going to pivot on the ball of our foot, heel out and in, out and in. Now add in a squat. Out squat, in, out and in. So your feet are going from parallel to turned out. Try and put your weight into your heels when you're coming down. So you're up on your toes, you pivot, but your weight is coming down into your heel on the down. As your hips come down, weight goes into the heels. And pivot. I know this one's hard. Try not to put too much weight on your hands, it's just for balance. The majority of the weight should be in your heels. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Stretch it up for a second, shake it out for a second. Now coming back into a parallel position, coming down, and we're going to come up and down with those toes. Now the key is to make sure you're low. You're going to find it hard to balance here, unless you have really great balance. Try and pick a focal point in front of you, and just up and down. Make sure you're low so that you can feel the front of your thighs quivering. We've only got 2 more minutes, you can do this. So up and down, up and down, up and down. Really try to stay steady throughout your upper body. Hold your tummies in, that'll help you strengthen your core, which will help stabilize you for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now those switches, coming down onto the heel each time, switching your heels, really stretching out through those feet, trying to keep your back really straight and upright. Every time you come down, you're putting the weight into your heel. Heel. Should really be starting to feel this now. I feel it just above the knee. That muscle there is starting to burn. Well, it's been burning for a while. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exercise. Come up onto your toes as high as you can. Sink down. If you need to hold on to something, do so. Pulse. You're just pulsing as if you've got your back against the wall. You're trying to stay up high on those toes. It's hard to balance here. If you need to put your arms out to the side or to the front, it might help. And tiny pulses. The higher you stay up on your toes, the more it's going to get into that thigh. If you have to move around like me to get your balance, then do so. Just got 25 more seconds of this, and then we're finished. So go for it. Try and go lower. Think about sliding that back down the wall so you're really upright. And keep pulsing. 10 seconds to go. This should be burning. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. So there's your squat challenge. If you want to, rewind, do it again. Do it as many times as you want until your legs are really wobbling and you can't do any more. Otherwise, incorporate it with one of my upper or abs workouts for a full body challenge. And I look forward to working out with you again soon.